Now, a little surprise for you. Speaking of international, I was recently in London, and I had a chance to talk to some of the actors, and I couldn't resist the opportunity to ask them if there was a character in this series in Game of Thrones that reminds them of you.
Oh dear.
So I hope you like this. Take a look.
Yes, there is, but I'm not going to say.
Didn't George once say that he felt he was Tyrion?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I definitely would see that. Definitely would see that.
Tyrion is obviously his favourite, right?
I mean, it's an incredible character. Incredible character. And yeah, as George is, so that would make complete sense.
No, no, no.
A hint?
Well, he's got little sparrows all over the place.
Really, the eunuch? Varys?
Yes. Do you not think so?
Samuel.
Because he's knowledgeable, and when you ask George about what's happening, he always gives you a riddle. He doesn't give you the full answer, and I think Varys is like that.
He has that innocent perspective of the world, and it's all he's in his mind, and he's very good-hearted.
But I know he has a soft spot for Davos.
I think he's written them. They're all part of him, I guess.
Can you say that on film?
Well, that was fun to do. So,
They're all part right.
they're all, I was going to say, who's right?
No, they're all part. Well, Tyrion is my favorite. There's no doubt about that. You know, he's the easiest to write. At least for the first 3 books, he was the easiest to write. He got harder to write with book 5 in particular because he's in a very dark place right there. And but he's witty and he's intelligent. You know, Tyrion is almost like what I wish I could be because I'm not as witty as Tyrion. Well, I am as witty as Tyrion because I invent all of the witty things that Tyrion says. The problem is, of course, that Tyrion tosses off these witty lines in, you know, with ease in a moment of conversation. And I, of course, in real life, think of the witty thing to say a week after the conversation has ended. Oh, God damn it, that's what I should have said. That would have been really funny and cutting and things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think of these things as fast. But Sam, yeah, is there's a lot of me in Sam, too.
That's, of course, Nikolai Coster-Waldau, who plays Jaime Lannister.
Yeah.
Girls are screaming for that one.
But, you know, there's all of the viewpoint characters, I have to put something of myself into to make them come alive. And even the ones that are, you know, very unlike me on the surface, like, you know, 11-year-old girls. You know, I've obviously never been an 11-year-old girl. I have known an occasional 11-year-old girl, especially when I was an 11-year-old boy. Although, actually, when I was an 11-year-old boy, I was too scared to talk to 11-year-old girls, so I was more like Sam in that regard.
It's interesting because
but
Elio, who George mentioned earlier, and you know, created Westeros.org, I met him in London, and we were talking about how we both thought that Tyrion was your favorite, and that was, and what we were musing about, is that a good thing for Tyrion? Because you put this guy through hell and back again. So does it benefit Tyrion that he is your favorite?
no,
or?
probably not. It doesn't help him at all.
It does not help him.
And really, in Dance with Dragons, he goes through the most hellish stuff yet. So you know, he's at a nadir there. So you try not to play favorites, I suppose. And
Maybe you put your favorite through the worst.
But I put all the characters through horrible things. You know, that's. I get letters from fans that say, "Well, why do you hate the Starks so much? Why do you put them so through many horrible things?" But you know, the Lannisters have been through some pretty horrible things too lately, and you know, the Baratheons have gone through an awful lot of horrible stuff.
It's been bad for them.
The Targaryens are practically all wiped out except for Dany. Yeah. You know, so
Everybody
you know,
has their comeuppance.
Everybody, you know, it's the Middle Ages, and it's hard. Life is hard and nasty and short and brutal, and
You never know.
that's the way it is. But it's fun to read about, I hope.
Yes.